for the first time in 2019. You are watching the ACC on ESPN from Dick Howser Stadium and Mike Martin Field in the capital city of the Sunshine State. The 11th-ranked Seminoles taking on the Maine Black Bears out of the America East Conference. And legendary figure Mike Martin preparing for his 40th and final season at the helm here in Tallahassee. We're back like we never left, folks. Sean Davison alongside a guy who's been an assistant coach at 3 schools in the ACC, including right here in Chip Baker. And Chip, you spent a lot of time in your career with Mike Martin. It's kind of hard to believe that this is going to be that last season.
His first real start since last year. He did start a game this past summer in Cuba for Team USA. 5 innings, I think 5 strikeouts, gave up a hit. But this is a big day for Drew Parrish right here, getting back on this mound.
And he will face a Black Bear batting order led off by Kevin Duty, then Jeffrey Omohundro, Danny Casals, Hernan Sardinas, Joe Bramante, Cody Basic, Caleb Curbs, Bobby Brennan is the DH today, as well as Jake Roper winding things up at the bottom, the left fielder. Good balance on this Maine roster between underclassmen and upperclassmen. A few freshmen making their debuts here today. Florida State, a much younger roster than many would be accustomed to seeing. These players taking their final cuts in the on-deck circle, and Parrish taking those last couple of warm-up pitches as well.
Just looking at the Maine's lineup, they have 6 guys. We have stats from last year. A lot of freshmen in the lineup for Florida State. Nobody had stats on those guys.
An excellent start for Florida State. Freshman from Largo, Florida, was drafted in the 39th round of the 2018 MLB draft by the Philadelphia Phillies. Went to Calvary Christian School, where the late Roy Halladay was his head coach. Dribbler right back out Lorison. Maine will try to turn 2. It'll be a fielder's choice. Got the lead runner.
He does know the game. That's one thing, that you have a shortstop as a freshman, but he knows the game. He knows how to play the game.
Yeah, like you mentioned, if you've got a freshman and they're starting, they can play a little bit, especially if you're starting a freshman up the middle. This ball popped up. Two down. Jeffrey Omohundro.
You can put your stopwatch for the time that ball would.
Making their way into Dick Howser Stadium. The Seminoles still with that 3-0 lead. Business part of the order due up for the Seminoles right near the top. 2, 3, 4 for the Seminoles. They'll look to add on to that 3-run lead with Reese Albert, Drew Mendoza, and Elijah Cabell to get things started. Three and 1 the count to Baldor. Well hit ball out into the outfield, and what a play by Kevin Duty.
We got an out. We got another one.
Seminoles tagged up, not knowing that he was underneath the play. Throw came in. They were able to get that 3rd out as well, with the Seminoles taking such a huge lead off. And a web gem from Kevin Duty gets the Seminoles out of scoring position and gets the Black Bears out of trouble. The lead for Florida State, and the only time he's been retired, it was a sac fly, so it was a productive out. So great stuff from Robbie Martin.
3rd straight at bat here from Matthew Nelson swinging first pitch. I'll still keep my charts here, just like the old days.
There's something to be said for it.
Yeah.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And right there to make the play, Omohundro, the transfer from the JUCO ranks, retiring the side, but on 11 hits, the Seminoles have scored 11 runs in their home opener. So here's Cooper Swanson. This is just his 2nd at bat of the game, checked in and led off the most recent inning in place of Nico Baldor.
He was hit with the first pitch he saw. A chance right here. The bases loaded with 2 outs to do some more runs on the board for Florida State. He's been swinging a good bat last 2 weeks.
Ground ball fielded by the shortstop, and they get the force at second. Omahundro has been solid at short, and the Seminoles leave him low.